Quick background information. My Brother, and Me is a comedy advice podcast hosted by brothers Justin, Travis, and Griffin McElroy. A recurring segment on the show, usually hosted by Travis, is Riddle Me Piss, where the brothers try to solve riddles from the website riddles.com. The main gag is that the riddles are just the worst riddles ever made. For example,
if a chicken says all chickens are liars, is the chicken telling the truth? Answer: chickens cannot talk.
Avoid me and you'll live. Look at me and you'll die. Who am I? Answer: the Bird Box Monster.
It's a great segment, and quite honestly, is better than any other game Travis plays. Shit, it's better than Munch Squad by a wide margin, and I will die on this hill. In the show's 423rd episode, which was a live show in Orlando, Travis read a truly infamous riddle, which Justin referred to as,
that is, no exaggeration, the worst riddle I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yes! The riddle was,
Riley has 4 dogs. Ben has 7 dogs. Ashley, with an E, has 2 fish. Ashley, without an E, has 6 fish. How many fish does Ashley with an E have?
Justin in the audience, of course, answered 2, because the riddle literally says, Ashley with an E has 2 fish. This was not the correct answer. The correct answer was
8. Ashley with an E and Ashley without an E are sisters.
So, let's count the obvious problems with this riddle, as the McElroys did after Travis dropped that bomb of an answer. How are you supposed to know that the girls are sisters? What parent gives their daughters the same name but with slightly different spellings? Ashley with an E doesn't own 8 fish. It specifically said that 6 of them were owned by one sister and 2 were owned by the other. Why did we need to catalog the dogs at the beginning? It's a truly awful riddle, which gave us an excellent segment. The thing is, I've heard this riddle before. I heard it years ago when I was a kid, and the answer was slightly different. I think it's likely that the idiot Riddler misremembered an existing riddle and messed it up, inadvertently making something unsolvable in the process. The riddle, how I remember it, goes, Riley has 4 dogs. Ben has 7 dogs. Ashley, with an E, has 2 birds. Ashley, with a Y, has 6 fish. Who owns the most pets? Answer: Ashley. She owns 2 birds and 6 fish. Ashley contains both an E and a Y. Now you'll notice this riddle is still terrible. It's still bad enough to be featured on Riddle Me Piss. But it's at least solvable. It's a riddle instead of the Star Trek 4 Lights torture nightmare that is the one Travis read off. There is another explanation for the riddle I've seen in the comments for Jenny Wolferson's kinetic typography for the segment. Several commenters suggested the solution was something similar to this retelling. Riley has 4 beagles. Ben has 7 dachshunds. Ashley with an E has 2 goldfish. Ashley without an E has 6 guppies. How many fish does Ashley with an E have? Answer: 5. 2 goldfish and 3 red herrings. The Ashleys having the same name is still a problem, but I do like the red herring joke. Anyway, it's Thanksgiving, which means I'm going to do my annual tradition, listening to the McElroys and their Kiwi friends complain about Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 for an hour. Actually, there's this thing I do every year called Till Death Do I Till Death Do We Blart, where I re-listen to every episode of Death Blart once a year, and I plan to do this until, well, I guess either until I die or get bored with it. Probably the latter.